What did my father look like? A lot like me. But over the years, he's had several different looks. I'll show you a few. This is how people generally remember my father. This was when my daughter Lily, who's currently 17, was obviously much younger, but this is how people remember my father for the most part. It's actually my father in high school on the right. It's my Uncle Jake on the left. And yes, I understand he looks like Ricky from Better Off Dead. Matter of fact, here's a side-by-side of Dad and Ricky from Better Off Dead, and damn, that doesn't send a shiver up your spine. His racing days in the late 60s, they would spill over into the early 70s and be the earliest memories I have as a child before he eventually gave it up. That's me, sitting on the old man's lap circa, mid-70s? I was born in 72. Couldn't be more than a couple, 2-3 years old in that picture at best. Look at that. Banjo in my hand even back then. Music. It's always been a part of my life in some way, shape, or form. There's a side-by-side of myself drunk at a wedding some time ago, and the old man later on in life. There are some similarities, to be sure. The old man was always ready to let you know that you were indeed number one. In fact, when my wife and I got married at a courthouse in an attempt to make it short, sweet, and inexpensive, right across the hall was the child support payment, and my father, who had battled my mother since I was 8 years old over child support, felt the need to let me know I was number one more time. And then this is the last picture ever taken of him at the hospice center 4 days into his hospice stay on his birthday, July 4th, 2015. Those are my 3 children with my wife, Renee, and it was the last time they ever saw him. We celebrated his birthday, we played cards, we had cupcakes, we laughed, we giggled, we joked, and the next day he was already to the point where he couldn't even speak or feed himself, and 4 days later he would be dead. You know what? He did a lot of shit that was wrong. But at the end of the day, he was still my old man. You asked what he looked like? That's what he looked like. Right there. And once again, thank you to the people at the Joliet Area Hospice Center for making the last 8 days of his life as comfortable as you did. I will forever be in debt.